Welcome to another Spiritual Awakening with yours truly, Dr. A.G. Green Sr., and we're doing something new. Welcome. First night streaming on Patreon. I'm going here and make sure that I can see everything. Beautiful. Welcome. Forgive me for the delay. I'll get a few more folk in here and then I'll explain exactly what happened. Let me see if I can get into the live chat here to communicate and see what's going on. This is going to be tricky. Welcome again. Let's see here. I have to do this. I see that somebody's speaking to me in the chat, but I have not yet gotten into the Patreon to see it. I'm gonna have to. Okay, here I'm in the process of moving something over to another screen here. See if it's going to enable me to get in there. See what happens. Okay, we've done this before here. Just give me a minute. Welcome. You can share this link. Matter of fact, I did share it on Facebook. And you can share it on your respective pages. I'm still figuring a couple of things out here. Just bear with me. Matter of fact, I know what I can do. Go on my phone here.
Let's see if I can pull it up here. All right, now I'm trying to. Okay, thank you for the text. I'm trying to get in. Okay, now I'm finally in the comments section. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had to go on my phone. I can usually see this in the module that I use, and I couldn't see it in this one. Thank you so much, Resident Mystic, who texted me to let me know that they could see me. So you can see me and hear me well. I'm using my phone now to track your comments today. I was a little late getting on. I had to make a newer video intro, which I wasn't able to use tonight, to give me time to do the things I need to do until we go live from directly inside of Patreon. Right now, the process is I have to stream it to YouTube, take the link from YouTube and copy and paste it into Patreon live. So as a result of that, I can't see the comments on my computer because it's a double sound. So yeah, I had to compress the video. The first one was too big, just different things. I'm sorry for the delay. We're going to give a few more people an opportunity to come in. I just posted this link on Facebook in case some folks get lost. They can click on that link, and if you're you can watch it even as a free member. You can watch it even as a free member. So just like now I can only tell who's in here because there's a couple of comments. Hit the comment section real quickly. Let me know if you're here and if you're live right now, so I know that you're alive and present. Thank you for sharing. What you've shared, type I've shared or I shared like you normally do. Let me know. And I'm going to say a prayer. Almighty, I'm thankful and grateful for this opportunity. Lead us and guide us. We open ourselves up for change. Your will is done in us, with us, and through us. Yeshua's power, his name, his way, his consciousness. It is so. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. I'll put a graphic up and see if you can see it in the comment section. See it. Don't forget to follow me at the various social media handles you see at the bottom of the screen. We getting there, family. There we go. There we go. I always like to remind us of what Philippians 4:13 says. I can do all things through Christ, through the Christos who strengthens me. I want you to quickly type in the comment section, I can. That's it. Type it in the comment section. I can. I can endure. I can overcome. I can manifest greatness. I can. I can. I can. Not only can I, but I will. Come on, type it in the comment section. I can. There we go. Come on, type it again in the comment section. I can. I want you to know that you 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 know that I can endure. I can surpass. I can expand my borders. I can. I want you to type it in the comment section, and we're inside of Patreon tonight, family. I can. Yes, type it in the comment section. I'm waiting for it to come up on my phone. I can. What a wonderful thing it is to know, to embrace that I can. It's an awesome, awesome thing to be able to accept the truth of the reality that I can. Oh, you got to know that you 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 know that I can. Listen, if you've already typed it in the comment section and you have my number, I don't see it come up. Type real quickly. I want to see if there's some kind of delay here in this chat system. Just working out some things, a few bugs. It's all it is. Just working out a few bugs. And when we actually go naturally, I would say naturally live from within the platform itself, you have the opportunity to give hearts. Right now, you can just comment, but let me know by text if you have already entered in the comment section. I can. Normally on Facebook and YouTube, the response is much quicker. I can. I can. I can. Yes, indeed, I can. I also like to remind you now to him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think according to the power that worketh in us. I want you to type it in the comment section. I am powerful. Come on, type it in the comment section. I am powerful. That's it. Type it in the comment section. I am powerful. So I just received a text that somebody has typed I can. I don't know why I can't see it in the comment section. Let me know if you all can see it in the comment section of the live video. Please let me know if you can see it. Let me know if you can see it in the live section of the comments, because I can't see it in mine. I don't know what's going on here, but I can't see it. Thank you so much, family, for your patience. And I'm going to get into the teaching in a few minutes. Give you a couple of announcements. I am powerful. You are the power. Own the power. Accept the power. I am powerful. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing it is to know your power, to accept your power, to receive your power, and to flow in the power that you are. Awesome, 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 family. Thank you so much. Let's see who's typed I am powerful. I don't know what exactly. I'm going to try something different on my phone. I'm going to go out and come back in because I'm not sure why it's not updated while I'm watching it on my phone. Okay, let's see. Here we go. I went out and came back in. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me ask you the question. Is everything in the everything is in the same stream, right? Everything is in the same stream. I can see it now on my phone, but I had to go out of my phone and come back in. I see Hillary's joined us. I want somebody to type something else in the comment section. I want to see if it comes up live for me. I want to see if it comes up live for me while I'm watching it through my phone or on my phone. Thank you. You see them that I'm hearting your messages now by looking through the phone. Whoa, this is different. Going to have to make some adjustments for sure. Definitely going to have to make some adjustments. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me give you a couple of announcements. We are in Patreon. We are, of course, in Patreon, Revolution Inc. And for those who just connected with, who haven't connected yet, you're watching as a free member. Use REV50 at checkout and you'll get 50% off of the first month. Thank you so much for joining us. And these are the various benefits of the paid tiers. Some wonderful, wonderful benefits that you're going to get. Okay, so somebody texts me and say, I see now. All right, thank you so much for the feedback. Let's see. And can somebody else type something on Patreon? Lord have mercy, I just did something here. Can somebody else type something on Patreon? I'm going to type something. Okay, so somebody else had to go out and come back in. I might, okay. I just said hello to everybody in the group. All right, I know what I'm going to have to do, work on next time. So we got the faithful, well, we're missing a few people, but nevertheless, faithful group on tonight. What basically is happening is I'm using a system where I can still stream this live inside of Patreon, but it looks like the videos are not coming up in real time. I have a green screen. So the green screen allows me to have this effect, family, of this background that you see right here, right now. So I don't want to go live directly inside of Patreon yet because that green screen is behind me, and right now it's ugly. It doesn't look the best. So what I'm going to do uh Sunday is when I stream, I'm going to still allow it to be seen inside of YouTube. We won't go back to Facebook. We'll just stream into Patreon and YouTube. How does that sound? How does that sound? Into Patreon and YouTube. I'm gonna go out and come back in because you should not have to do that to see folks' comments, but you do in real time. But what do y'all think about that? Real quickly, let me know what you think about that. This is all a part of trying out something new, and hopefully, people will see the link on Facebook and they will connect and join. You can be free or paid for the month of September and watch it. Okay. That's what I'm going to do to solve this problem. And that way I can see more activity in the chat. And I'll see if what I can figure out between now and then in terms of a background. That's the reason why I haven't decided to go directly inside of Patreon. Let me see something here. Let me try something. Let me try something here. Let me try something. No, don't want to do that. Just looking and seeing if I can change. Okay, yes, I can. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, so family, what I just did was I made the YouTube link a visible link. So I want you to go, those who have YouTube accounts, I want you to go back inside YouTube and see if you can see the link now, if it's live, if it's showing as live in your YouTube. Let me know if it's showing as live in your YouTube. Yes, it is. I can see it. Now it is showing as live. If you all feel more comfortable going there, you can go there because I want to be able to see your comments in real time. And once you get inside the YouTube channel, family, once you get inside the YouTube family, I want you to speak to me. It'll come up in my module on StreamYard. All right? I want you to go into your YouTube real quickly. Go into your YouTube. Okay, excellent. So got a text to say got a YouTube notification. All right. I don't want to start a private community on YouTube yet. So we're going to have to play with this. We're going to have to play with this until I'm able to figure out a better background so that I can utilize direct streaming from within the Patreon platform. They're still developing some things. Okay. Who's in YouTube? Speak to me when you go inside YouTube. Just pull up your YouTube account. I know our resident mystic said he got a notification. Just go inside there and follow me. I think all three people, the few who are on here now, can see me in YouTube. And if people join us later, I'll still notice it because I can monitor the Patreon community as well. Speak to me. There you go. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. As you come into this space, just speak real quickly as you come into this space. And what I'm going to do is let me put a YouTube. You got both on now? Okay, exit. So what I'm going to do, go back to Facebook real quickly. I'm going to grab that link from the live YouTube video. And I'm going to put it on Facebook in case some folk want to come over from Facebook and watch us. We just had to do some different things tonight. So good. Different things tonight. Let's see here. Get in here, edit this post. Do this. And then I'm going to get into a few announcements and we're going to get into the teaching on tonight. Thank you for your patience, family. Appreciate you so much. There we go. All right. Just updated it real quickly. I'm going to do another one. And do it here real quickly. I made a separate post so people could find this. All right, family. Posting again. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to go back to the module. All right, so I got it posted twice on here. Let's see. My Chris is here. Thank you so much. Did Hillary make it? Hillary, did you make it over yet? Appreciate your patience. And you can share this link with other people. Good to see you, Stephanie. Did Hillary make it over yet? Hillary, did you make it over yet to YouTube? Let's see. See if waiting on Hillary to show up. All right. In the meantime, we have started a series on Wednesday night. The title of the series, of course, is How to Consciously Create Your Life. A resident mystic will put up, wonderful, she made it, will put up what installment this is. What installment this is. I'm not sure what installment this is. He will put that up on the screen for us. Thank you all again so much for your patience. I'm indebted to you. Let's see here. Oh, let me do something. There we go. Look like the overlay didn't want to come up first. Thank you for your patience. I got some good stuff that I do plan to share with you. But before I get into that, this is part 2. Tell me how your week has been going thus far. Real quickly, tell me how your week has been going thus far. What's good? Tell me how your week has been going. I need to check in on you before I get into the teaching. So y'all talk to me. Tell me how your week has been going thus far. I am most definitely curious about how your week has been going thus far. Talk to me. Talk to me. Real quickly, mine, pretty eventful. I would say my week has been pretty eventful. Still, I might say becoming, getting a handle on some things mentally, just continuing to make some shifts and changes within. But I'm most definitely grateful to be able to find my frequency and find a happy place, a balanced place daily. Okay. Let's see here. Hillary says, been a great week. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Anybody else want to share how your week has been going thus far? What's good? Tell us how your week has been going. I'm definitely interested in hearing how things have been going with you and for you. It's going smooth, says can't complain. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to share how your week has been going thus far? I'm always interested in how life is progressing for you, how things are progressing for you. And for those who may have just joined us on Patreon, we are also streaming to YouTube tonight. And if you go to Facebook, there's a link there that you can join us at on YouTube. Matter of fact, let's see if I can put that. No, I don't want to mess with that. I'm going to let somebody in the community, I think a resident mystic is still watching both, take this YouTube link and put it in the comments section and invite people to join us in case they show up late over there for us, our resident mystic, Pastor Cotton. Okay. Appreciate that. Let's see. He says his week has been going well, relaxing, and restorative. Awesome. So we've been on this series, part 2, Consciously Creating Life. So I'm going to start out before I get into the 4 pillars today of creation that I mentioned in my blog, I want to start out by using a biblical text that I shared with you before. Do you realize, and I want my assistants to put up Matthew 9:23, Matthew 9:23, both versions, King James and NIV. Mark 9:23, I'm sorry, Mark 9:23, forgive me. Mark 9:23. And then after that, Matthew 9:29, Mark 9:23, Mark 9:23. And I've done this before, but I'm just going to use some scripture to confirm conscious creation is in most religions, ancient religions, and spiritual systems. Most ancient religions and spiritual systems have a belief in conscious creation. Yeshua said unto them, if thou canst believe, there we go, all things are possible to him that believeth. Belief determines what? Possibility. Possibility is speaking of reality. That's what belief does. It creates reality. It creates reality. Waiting on the NIV to come up. We're also going to look at, let's see, well, we'll do Matthew 17:20 and Matthew 9:29. So Matthew 9:29, Matthew 17:20, Matthew 9:29, Matthew 17:20, real quickly. I just want you to see in the biblical text. Some folks think, oh, this stuff is not here. It's not in the Bible. It's not. No, it's in many of the ancient religions, I should say. Somehow, some way, there is a common thread there. All right. Matthew 9:29, then touched he their eyes, saying, according to your faith be it unto you, or as you often hear me say, become what you believe, from the Message translation. So he's saying that their sight was restored based on their faith or based on what they believed. That's conscious creation also. That's co-creation. They had already created within themselves a state where they were healed if they were connected to Yeshua. If they were to encounter Yeshua, they would experience healing. They had already decided this. So from their decision of faith, their decision of belief, this is how they arrived to the place where they were healed. NIV, then he touched their eyes and said, according to your faith, let it be done to you. And then 9:23 in NIV, if you can, say, Yeshua, everything is possible for one who believes. This is conscious reality creation. In Judaism, mysticism, the Kabbalah, there's a core principle, intention, called kavana, and focus consciousness, intention and focus consciousness, realign the sephirot, which are divine channels, altering reality. One rabbi says a person's thoughts ascend and unite with higher worlds. Rabbi Moshe Chaim Luzzatto. Sefer Yetzirah, which is the book of creation, says God created the world through thought, speech, and action. So too, man creates his world. Hinduism, a core principle, is Atman, it's consciousness, which is Atman. Manifest reality through will, focus, and detachment. Bhagavad Gita 6:5-6 says, you become that which you believe yourself to be, end quote. Buddhism believes that thought precedes form and belief, view and intention, seeds, karmic actions. I'll say it again, thought precedes form, belief, and belief is a view or intention. Seeds, SEEDS, karmic action. All that we are is a result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What you think, what you become. Dhammapada, verse 1. With our thoughts, we make the world. Dhammapada, verse 2. Dhammapada, verse 2. And I could go on and on and on and on and on. African spirituality, the core principle is word, belief, and spiritual harmony invoke real world outcomes. That's what they believe in the teaching. Nomo, which symbolizes the word or is the word, is the generative power. Speech, thought, and belief shape creation. Quote from Dagon in Bantu cosmology. John S. Mbiti in African Religions and Philosophy says the spirit lives through the word, and the word is belief expressed in quote. Let me get in Hermeticism. Hermeticism, the core principle is the universe is mental. Belief is the mental cause of physical results. We quote from the Kabbalion, the all is mind, the universe is mental. The all is mind, the universe is mental. And here's another famous quote from Hermetic principles: as within, so without, as above, so below. Again, sharing with us that whatever is inside of us will reflect in our external world, and whatever is above the physical first shows up eventually in the physical. Powerful, 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 powerful beliefs. Am I making my point effectively thus far? So I want everybody to see it. I want everybody to know, and I want everybody to recognize that you have the power to consciously create, and you're doing it whether you recognize it or not. I want you to type it in the comment section. I have the power to consciously create. Type that in the comment section. I have the power to consciously create. Type that in the comment section. I have the power to consciously create. I'm waiting for it to come up in the comment section. And let me know if you're still here. Sometimes the counter that I have in this module doesn't work correctly. I have the power to consciously create. Type that in the comment section. Thank you so much. You're doing it right now. You did it before you came on this live. You're doing it since you've been on this live. And guess what? You're going to do it after you get off this live. You are consciously creating right now. You're consciously creating. So let's look at the four pillars of conscious creation real quickly. The four pillars of conscious creation. I just don't like it when it does that, but I got to figure that out. Number one, thought, the blueprint, which is what we're going to discuss tonight. Number two, feeling the few. Number three, assumption, the inner reality. And number four, action, the physical bridge. So it starts with thought. And of course, 1 and 3 are connected, but thought is not just thoughts without an image, but image or imagination can also be included in number one as thoughts. Okay, so let's look real quickly at the blueprint, the thought blueprint, how we can implement thought as a blueprint. And we start at the bottom, family. We start at the bottom. That's where I'm going to start, because it is the foundation to all things in terms of this blueprint that I want to discuss with you all on this particular day. It starts with that. But let's start with thought as the blueprint. Every creation, family, begins with thought. I want you to type that in the comment section. Every creation begins with thought. Every creation begins with thought. I want you to type that in the comment section. Every creation begins with thought. Wow. Wow. It is so profound. And listen to me again, family. These are your thoughts. Your thoughts are the architect's sketches. They define the form and direction of what you build. So, family, just as an architect does not build without a plan, the mind does not manifest without image and intention. The mind does not manifest without image and intention. Type that in the comment section. My mind does not manifest without image and intention. My mind does not manifest without image and intention. Type that in the comment section. My mind does not manifest without image and intention. So this is why I am so diligent, and how can I put this, at times aggressive, in my teaching about our thoughts and images, and allowing them to hold space in the mind, allowing them to um, be entertained. Because the more you give energy to those thoughts and those images, the more likely you're going to see them in your three-dimensional world. Again, because you're creating it, you're giving it permission. The more focus and attention you give to it, so where your thoughts are flowing, your energy is going. Where your thoughts flow, your energy goes. Where thoughts flow, energy goes. Where thoughts flow, energy goes. So if I keep thinking about something, even something I don't want to happen, at some point in time, I'm going to impress that upon the subconscious. I'm going to impress that upon the portion of me that is connected to all things, and it's going to reflect in my reality. It's going to reflect in my world. Every repeated thought carves neural pathways, according to Deutsch, the brain that changes itself and sends ripples into the quantum field. So this is why I'm very, again, I don't want to say forceful, but I focus a lot of energy on acting only as the observer, in choosing what you want to give energy to that you actually desire to manifest in your life. Choose what you want to happen. And we don't realize this is what we're doing. The more we focus on something, if you focus on fear, you're going to keep manifesting situations that make you fearful. So you have to be an observer of it and consciously make the choice that I'm not choosing fear. I'm not choosing fear. So thoughts and imagination. It is Neville Goddard who reminded us that man is imagination. Therefore, man must be wherever he is in imagination, the power of awareness. Therefore, man must be wherever he is in imagination. I'm going to say it again. Man is imagination. Therefore, man must be where he is in imagination. It's such a powerful statement. You and I are where we consistently spend time in our imagination. You and I are where we consistently spend time in our imagination. I'm going to say it again. You and I are where we consistently spend time in our imagination. So, family, if you want to know, if you want to test what's going on in your mind, just see what's going on in your physical three-dimensional world. If you want to know what you're thinking, only thing you have to do is open your eyes, because the thing that you're thinking is reflecting back at you as reality. Wow. We are where our imagination is consistently. We are where we spend the most time. Mm, mm, mm. This is powerful. This is powerful. Let me put another quote in here that I want you to consider. This is my quote, but I want you to understand that thought is not idle. Every thought is a brushstroke on the canvas of reality. Every thought is a brushstroke on the canvas of reality. Every thought is a brushstroke on the canvas of reality. Did you catch that? This is why, speaking for myself personally, I know the pathway that thoughts and imagination have the ability to take me down those dark, depressing, discouraging places that I don't want to be in my thoughts, that I don't want to be in my desires, that I don't want to be in terms of a state of mind in the present moment. And the Genesis text talks about things producing after their kind. Thoughts also produce after their kind. Good thoughts can produce more good thoughts. Happy thoughts can produce more happy thoughts. But melancholy, discouraging thoughts can and will produce more melancholy and discouraging thoughts. Promiscuous thoughts produce more promiscuous thoughts. Lustful thoughts produce more lustful thoughts. Jealousy thoughts produce more jealous thoughts. So I'm saying that in my preface tonight because I want you to understand that you are intentionally creating reality right now. So as we implement or in implementing thought as a blueprint, we must have clarity of intention. Clarity of intention. Write that in the comment section. Type that in the comment section. Clarity of intention. So what I'm going to do over the next few minutes is give you some instructions on this. Clarity of intention. We must learn how to be specific with the infinite, or as the late Reverend Ike would say, definite with the infinite. I'm still growing in this area. And one of my challenges is, even though, okay, one of my challenges, I wasn't going to say that, wasn't going to say what I was going to say. One of my challenges at times is feeling like I'm a kid in a toy store, in a candy shop, and taking the time to get clear on one thing and not 100, trying and manifest 100 things. Now, there are people who can manifest multiple things in one time. I think we're all capable of doing it. But some people are more challenged than others. And when you got so many things that you want to see happen, sometimes it prevents us from being able to get clear or to have clarity, family, in terms of our thoughts, clarity in terms of our intention. I want to emphasize this today. Clarity of thought is necessary. Listen, if you say, I just want to go back to school, that's good. That can happen for you. But it's important that you get clearer on where. It's important that you get clearer on or gain clarity on a major. And it's also important that you be more specific about what you want the experience to be. So you can go back to school and have $50,000 worth of debt. Is that what you want? Clarity. So the whole experience that you create in going to school is going to be one where you're making great grades, one where your tuition is paid in full, and one where you graduate, or reality, all inclusive of the things I said, where you graduate. So a lot of times, again, I've learned this and I've shared this with you before. People are not clear enough about the total experience. they might uh, release vagary or vague things. Okay, I just want to go back to school. Then they get back in school and they struggle with their tuition. Then they start crying out for help concerning their tuition, or their schedule is not acting up, or they're not making the grades they want to make. Well, what you asked for was to get back in school. You were clear about that, and you got back in school. Not necessarily the school you wanted, but you returned to school. But because you lack clarity to define the totality of the school experience, you left some very important things out. Clarity. Come on, type the word in the comment section. I must be clear. Type these words. I must be clear about what I desire. I must be clear about what I desire. I must be clear about what I desire. Am I making sense to you tonight, family? Clarity is very, very, very important. It's the foundation of the thought blueprint. If you show up and you are confused, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to manifest confusion in your life. I'm going to say it again. If you show up confused, you're going to manifest confusion in your life. That's what you're going to manifest. Hear me. I know this may sound strange, but it is possible to be clear about your confusion, or clear about being chaotic, or clear of in your thinking of chaos. Yes, it is. Your thoughts might be so jumbled, so fumbled, so mixed up, so confused that you're clear about that. These are clear thoughts to you every day, going back and forth, different areas. And this is what your subconscious knows. This is what your spiritual state knows, although it's perfect. This is what you know, and this is what you create, and this is what you manifest. Why? Because you spend massive amounts of energy living in confusion and chaos, massive amounts of neurological brain injury, living in confusion and chaos. Good to see you, Brenda. You spend massive amounts of energy living in confusion and chaos. So you're clear about that. You're clear about confusion. You're clear about drama. You're clear about anger. You're clear about being in pain. You're clear about being the victim. You're clear about being misused. You're clear about being distrustful. So I want you to see, even though I'm talking about the foundation of this triangle of clarity of intention, I want you to understand that that clarity of intention, just like I talk about faith being able to be used for positive and negative, that clarity of intention works the same. Did you catch that? I don't can't talk back to me. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth right now? Talk back to me, family. Clarity of intention is very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. And I want you to make sure that you are clear in terms of this clarity that you must possess. So we got to have clarity of intention. So check this out. Anybody on here desires to be healthy? Type yes or no. Do you just let me know if you desire to be healthy or not? Do you desire to be healthy? Talk back to me. Who desires to be healthy? I do. I'm gonna raise my hand. I'm gonna raise my hand. Who desires to be healthy? Who desires to be healthy? Let me see a yes or no in the comment section. A yes or no. Okay, we got some help. So have you heard people say things like I'm gonna get healthy? Have you heard some people say things like that. I'm going to get healthy. I mean, in the past, I've said it. Has anybody ever heard anybody make a statement like that? I'm going to get healthy, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. Type yes or no in the comment section. I have, and I've said it before myself. But what I want you to understand is, as it relates to what the subconscious understands, what your brain understands, and what your spirit self understands, is as it relates to this having clarity of intention. You don't want to say, I want to be healthy. You don't want to say, I'm going to get healthy. It is best for you to say, I live in radiant health, or I am health, or I am healthy. So, as it relates to your health, you want to speak in the present tense. We would say past tense, but the past tense is like a present tense. I live in radiant health. It's saying now I'm living in radiant health, or I am health. It's saying that I am already it. So you just came from the doctor and the report didn't sound so good. Fine. We know how reality creation works, inside out, outside in. And as we just quoted from the Hermetic principles, as above, so beneath, as it is, inside, so it is outside. We use the faith to create. So you start speaking the state that you desire as if it's now. You start speaking the end as if it's now. That's a clarity of intention, family. I'm not getting healthy. I am healthy. Or I am health right now. I live in radiant health. Am I making any sense? I want you to hear me real clearly. So many people are talking about what they're going to do. You keep saying what you're going to do. That sends a message to the deeper part of you that I'm not ready to do it yet. Did you catch that? Think about this. How many times have you said, I'm going to do something, and 99% of the time you didn't do it then, or there was a protracted or prolonged amount of time before you finally got to it, or you got to it and you missed out on a deadline or missed out on some benefits? How many times has that happened to you, that when you told yourself, I'm going to do something later, or I'm going to do it, that you did it later, or it got done later? And the reason why it got done later is because that is the reality that you created. Procrastination. Hear what I'm saying today? There's great manifestation of procrastination. Thinking procrastination manifests procrastination. Thinking procrastination provides delayed manifestation of a true desire. Did you catch that? If I keep thinking I am not something, I am not it. Because the more I think it, I take on the state of being of that. I take on the identity of that I am not that. Wow. Did you catch that? I am going to eat better someday. You are basically saying to yourself, I'm not eating better right now. Someday. No date has been pinpointed. So as of now, you're not eating better. You've just told yourself, I'm not going to allow myself to eat better today. You're clear about that. So we've got to be clear about our intention. So real quickly, family, if you have a health goal, I want you to write in the present tense, or what we call the past tense, or the past tense. Real quickly, type in the comment statement section, excuse me, getting ahead of myself, your statement of health, real quickly. A quick, short statement of health. Type that in the comment section. Type that in the comment section. I want to see it. I started late, so I'm going to take a few minutes over tonight. Type that in the comment section. Your statement of health. So just like I used the example, I'll put it up on the screen. I live in radiant health, or I am health, or I am healthy. I could have easily said I am healthy. Let me see if I want to change that. Let's see if I want to change that. How I can change that. Can I change that? like it's not letting me change it. Okay. Let's see. I am in perfect health. Yes, and that I am is very powerful. I'm going to do some teaching on that. I am healthy. Absolutely. I am healthy. Thank you. Very good. I am divine health. These are wonderful, wonderful statements. I am healthy. Awesomeness. So catch this again. Your body, your temple will line the temple that is you will line up with the spirit that is you. The physical you will line up with the spiritual you. The physical you must line up with the spiritual and mental you. These physical you will line up with the mental you. The physical you will line up with the mental you. You have to own the identity. And let me go back to what I intended to say at the beginning of the conversation. Remember, all these processes that I teach you are to cause you or to prompt you to take on the identity of, for example, in this case, a healthy person. So that means we are clear about being healthy. But once you take on the identity of a healthy person, you'll wake up in the morning believing you're a healthy person, which eventually shifts your state of consciousness to you actually being a healthy person. But guess what? It's going to start out with the next statement, or the next level on the pyramid with imaginal scenes. Now I'm seeing myself as healthy. I'm seeing myself in my imagination as healthy. Can you give me some images? Can you share with me an image that a person can use maybe to indicate that they are healthy? For me, it might be walking or running, or I'm at the doctor's office and again, I can hear the doctor saying, or the doctor saying to me, everything looks great. Your numbers, your vitals, everything are wonderful. Your blood pressure, your glucose, all that might be the imaginal scene that I create. What are some imaginal scenes that you can create? Because that's the next thing. Each day we want to visualize a short scene that would naturally occur if your desire were fulfilled. Each day. So the next thing is imaginal scenes. But what's a good imaginal scene for people to consider? What's a good imaginal scene for people to consider? Let's see here. Going up a flight of stairs without being out of breath. So check this out. If you have been struggling with what's the word? Stamina, because you're not in the best shape you want to be in, that's a good one. You're going up the steps You're going up the steps and you see in your imaginary scene, oh, I'm not tired. You feel strong and you feel vibrant and you're not don't need to catch a wind. That is a great scene. Anybody else want to share a scene? I'm gonna put the principle up. Each day, visualize a short scene that would naturally occur if your desire were fulfilled. Now check this out. Folk might say, okay, why am I going through these steps? You know why you're going through these steps? Because you're already living these steps. You visualized what kind of food you would eat today. You visualize how you would enter this broadcast today and what it potentially would be like. You visualize who you would call. You visualize before you picked up the phone, you were answering the phone. You visualize what you would do at work or what it could be like at work before you went to work. You're utilizing this imaginal scene principle every day anyway. Each day, visualize a short scene that would naturally occur if your desire were fulfilled. It's just that now you're taking this ability. You are intentionally using this ability to create an outcome you desire. Anybody else have a suggestion for an imaginal scene that somebody could use to indicate that they are in wonderful health or that a person is in wonderful health? All right. I want to say to you, keep it simple. Just like she used that scene, that was great. It was a simple scene. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be, 5, 6 minutes. You know, uh, 30 seconds will work. 30 seconds will be effective for that. Okay. The next thing is repetition at the subconscious level. Repetition at the subconscious level. That's at the top. Repetition at the subconscious level. All right. This is very important because we understand the power of the subconscious. We're learning more about the power of the subconscious. And the more we do something repetitiously, the more it believes it, and the more it partners with God, the creator, divine source, and sustainer. We give permission for that thing to be. We give permission for that thing to come into being. We give permission for that thing to take on a three-dimensional form, a three-dimensional body. The state between waking and sleep is fertile ground for mental planting. Practice just before going to bed or upon waking. I was going to get into a discussion tonight about hypocognia. Hypocognia. I didn't want to go too deep with that tonight because it would take up time. But what I would want to say to you is that from neuroscience, studies show that mental imagery activates similar brain regions as real experience. Athletes rehearsing mentally demonstrable or mentally demonstrate measurable gains in performance comparable to physical practice. Acting like I can't read. Let me read it again. Athletes rehearsing mentally demonstrate measurable gains in performance comparable to physical practice, according to a study done by Taylor. So again, I shared this with you before. Athletes can just be consistent in mentally working out or mentally performing, and their body acts like it, responds like it, produces muscle growth like it, so forth and so on. Cognitive science says this: predictive processing theory suggests the brain is constantly projecting expectations. Thoughts serve as priors that shape perception and behavior. Remember, I talked to you about the predictive aspects of the brain. Okay. So I want you to understand that when we are going to bed or when we wake up in the morning, if we continue to rehearse these scenes or continue to rehearse these thoughts of a life or of an identity as to who and what we are, family, you are going to see that thing become consciously created or created in your life in the physical three-dimensional sense. William James, who's the father of American psychology, said, believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. I don't know why I'm struggling tonight, but I'm not going to struggle after this. Here's it. I'm going to requote it. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Believe your life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. That's from William James, and I'm going to put it up on the screen for us. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Hear what I'm saying today. Do you know how many people will struggle with this statement who live in a reality tunnel or cognitive or confirmation bias that says to them, what thinking something is not going to make it happen? Wishing for something won't just make it happen. Wishing, you might have an argument for that. But I know of, as a kid, and I know of other folks who've grown who wished for something, which meant they held a strong desire in their thoughts and in their imagination for something, and it manifested for them. So wishing can work too when it happens in the sequence or happens in the context that I just described. And what people must understand is the belief that something doesn't work is why the thing is not working. Just believing that life is worth living, that belief itself will help create the fact that life is worth living, or it will help create a life, family, that is worth living. Wow, wow, wow. I felt that one when I said it. I felt that one. I felt that one. mm, mm, mm. Let me give you this final quote. I want to get some more thoughts from you. Let me give you this final quote for tonight. Your inner image is the invisible sketch pad where destiny is first drawn. Your inner image is the invisible sketch pad where destiny is first drawn. Wow. Destiny is not an end state, it is something that we are achieving at specific moments as we have this experience. But the destiny of today or the destiny of tomorrow is directly linked to the inner image of self. My worthiness to accomplish a certain thing is drawn again from within me, reflected back from me in that moment as something that appeared to be destined to be. I want you to understand, catch what I'm saying. Repeated belief in failure is you drawing upon an image of a failed person to create a destiny of failure. I want you to type this in the comment section. We create our destinies, whether they are successful or unsuccessful. Type that in the comment section. We create our destinies, whether they are successful or unsuccessful. Type that in the comment section. We create our destinies, whether they are successful or unsuccessful. Type it. We create our destinies, whether they are successful or unsuccessful. Wow, wow, wow. Talk back to me, family. Talk back to me. We do. Is this resonating with anybody? Hallelujah. Is this resonating with anybody? And a lot of times, again, they are subconscious or below the conscious or unconscious, meaning that we don't see them consciously, but we've had so many of these thoughts of failure or even success that we have embodied family. And we are living it out as if it's destiny every single day. If you're alone, maybe it's because there's a part of you that doesn't necessarily believe you have a destiny to be alone, but it believes that you're going to be lonely and you're supposed to be lonely. There's slim pickings out there. There's not any good companions, or you're just the kind of person that things don't work out in relationship. Whatever it is you're telling yourself, you're drawing upon that image of you to create a destiny or a manifestation of a destiny event where that happened, where that is happening. Hear me, hear me, hear me. Am I making any sense to anybody, family? So this is why I caution us to take the right steps so that we can manifest the right things. Take the right steps so we can manifest the right things. So in implementing thought as a blueprint, we have to have clarity of intention. We use imaginative scenes intentionally, of course, willfully. And then we have repetition. We continue to repeat it before we go to bed, when we arise in the morning. On your lunch break, you might take 30 seconds and repeat that scene. I want to show you how powerful you are. You don't have to sit in meditation for an hour for something to happen. Just like these folks around here begging and starving themselves just to get an answer from God is totally unnecessary to get an answer about anything. You are powerful enough, family, that whatever you think, imagine, and speak persistently and consistently, whatever you hold in faith, in your thinking and in your imagination, will manifest into what we call physical 3D reality. So before we get off here, and I want y'all to see the new intro video. Y'all gonna hang around and watch the new intro video for me. It's just 4 minutes. I couldn't play it tonight, but I want you to see what the new intro video is gonna look like. But what is it? Name one thing. Name one thing that you want to create. Name one thing that you want to create. Name one thing that you want to create, or you want to manifest, or you want to see manifest. Name one thing that you want to see manifest. Come on, let's do it. We in here tonight, family. One thing. We don't want you to get all, personal, but one thing you want to manifest. One thing. Let me see you put it up in the comment section. One thing you want to improve or you want to see show up in your life. Let me see it. One thing. And we're going to talk about that for the next few minutes, and I'm going to release you. And while your comments, you're thinking about the one thing, family. Remember. Okay. To me, it's all easy. What we put up here. Let's start with our resident therapist. So our resident therapist has already started it because I know him, but the more when I say more, I mean the quality of spending time in that new home, he can script out in his journal how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, a front yard, a backyard, whatever he wants it to look like, and express gratitude that it's done. And then spend some time before he goes to bed, maybe in his study in his home, in his office in his home, or maybe he's cooking in his kitchen in his home. He can do that before he goes to bed. He can do that when he arises in the morning. He can speak aloud through affirmations if he wants to, again, because that's who he is. He is a home owner, or he is a home renter, whatever he's clear about, has clarity about, or his intention is. Brenda, I believe she says rebuild a house. Just needs to spend time. She's prayed, she's meditated. Now her faith creates a situation and scenario. She can do it differently. She might decide that a friend is congratulating her in this vision and says, congratulations, you did an excellent job in rebuilding your house. Or congratulations on getting your house rebuilt. She could see that. It could be just as simple as that. And she's in the moment, whether it's a hug or an embrace from a loved one. The feeling of jubilation, the feeling of ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? The exhilaration in the moment that, yes, she rebuilt their home, and she can see herself in a vision smiling, as they say, cheesing, saying, thank you. People have done what I just described and manifested it just like they envisioned it. 3-day vacation getaway, all expenses paid. Same way. See yourself somehow, some way on this vacation, or texting somebody that you're leaving, or you're on this vacation, your feet are propped up. Whatever it is you desire to happen on this vacation, see it happening. Create the imaginal scene, what's happening. Live in the moment, the excitement, the happiness of this 3-day vacation getaway, all expenses paid. And you might be talking to somebody on the vacation, or you might be talking to somebody on the phone, and you might be saying, yep, it's a 3-day all expense paid. Wow. I'm going to enjoy myself. You can create that scene, and that's all. Be in the scene, live the scene. Again, be the person who has the 3-day free vacation. Act like the person who has the 3-day free vacation. Every time you imagine this, you are it. You are the person who has the 3-day all expenses paid vacation. Do that before you go to bed. Do that when you wake up in the morning. as if you have it, not that you're trying to get it, as if you're already it. This is where we miss it sometimes because we keep acting like we don't have. We've got to act like we do have. That's what faith is. It sees the end state. When you're praying for an answer to something in faith, faith don't act like it's not done. Faith is telling you it is done. Faith acts like it's already created. Am I making any sense, family? So I am looking for all of these things you said, all these things you all put in the comment section to be your portion, to be your testimony. I expect every last one of you all to come back at some point in time and testify. If you do this effectively, hear me, you're going to know when it's done because there are going to be synchronicities that start popping up. But more importantly, when you're in that scene, it's going to be so vivid and so real. Hear me. You're going to know you made the connection. You're going to know your spirit has made the connection with God and with everything else to bring this into being. So I want to encourage you all, even with the first step here of thought being the blueprint. We'll get into feeling next week, but thought being the blueprint. And using these three components that you see on the screen, repetition, clarity of intention, imaginal scene, and repetition at the subconscious level. Wow. I thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me through the technical difficulties on tonight. And this is your opportunity, if you so desire, to share a donation on tonight. And I want to show you this intro video on the way out. We're going to hang around. We're going to hang around and watch the intro video. It's only like 4 minutes, family. I just want y'all to see it. I want it every time people are waiting for me to come live. I want them to have an inspirational experience. All right. But I'm going to I want you to remember that you put these things in the comment section, the three of you all. Okay. So that you can come back and testify about it. If you utilize these steps and principles I just shared with you, you're going to be talking from your home. The next person is going to rebuild their home. The next person is going to have that wonderful 3-day all expenses paid vacation. It's just as simple as that. And Almighty, I touch and agree with everybody as co-creators in this chat. Those who put in the comment section typed what they wanted to manifest. And I thank you that I sense and I feel the testimonies. Thank you that they reemerged on this platform and they shared the manifestation experiences that they had. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By Yeshua's name, nurture, power, consciousness, and way. It is so. And so it is. Who gonna hang around for 4 minutes? Country folks say 4 minutes. Who gonna hang around for 4 minutes? Real quickly. Who gonna hang around? Who gonna hang around? All right. The giving opportunities are on the screen real quickly. $AG Green if you want to donate tonight. Thank you for spending your time with me. And we'll continue to work on the technical situations as it relates to streaming live and Patreon, so forth and so on, going forward. All right. Tell me what you thought about the lesson tonight. Let's see. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanketh you. Let me upload it right quickly. Let me go on and upload it so I can put it up on the screen. Let's see here. And that's how we going to exit tonight. So we're going to exit. I'll be watching it with y'all too. You enjoy the lesson tonight? Did you get something out of the lesson tonight? Get something out of the lesson tonight. On Sunday, we're going to do both. Yeah, I'll stream to YouTube and Patreon because I can't go live from within Patreon yet where we can have the experience we want. When I say live, I'm talking about directly within. We went live, but I shared with you at the beginning the process I have to go through, But there's another way where I actually go inside of Patreon, turn on this camera, and go live. But right now, my background is a green screen. It don't look so hot. So I'm going to wait for that. So I'll figure out something. But yes, we will be on both on Sunday. We will be streaming on both, but show up on YouTube because I can see your comments better. There might be some folk who don't have a YouTube account. They prefer Patreon, and that's fine. Okay. Thank you for the question. Did you enjoy the lesson tonight? And I'm going to put that up on the screen and let y'all check it out. Trying to see your comments before I get off here. What's good? Come on, talk back to it, brother. Talk back to me. Talk 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 it to me. Okay. Thank you for doing the replay. Brenda says she must do the replay. Thank you so much. It always makes my heart feel good, family, when I see people coming on to do the replay. Even when we're off, they're on here. It says a lot about their desire to learn and to grow and to support. Okay? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. So I'm going to take this down and I'm going to put the video up. We're going to watch this on our way out. All right? And y'all tell me, family, what you think about this video because we'll still be live. Tell me what you think about this video. All right, there it is. That's a new intro. I did see a mistake. I got to correct in some spelling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you for hanging to the end just to check that out. I love all you powerful, conscious creators. Y'all are powerful, dynamic, spiritual beings. Shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Nothing missing and nothing broken. You are great. Your day is great. Your life is great. Your year is great. See you in a couple of days. And keep checking and supporting our Patreon community every day. Love you so dearly. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Have a great evening. Nothing missing. That's it. And nothing broken.